Holy fucking shit, you guys! You wanna know why? I'm going to your father! Execution! Maybe we can have the conversation about it! I'm just scared, Gabby! I'm just scared! Maybe we can have that later! Maybe we can talk about it!
I don't hate myself. If you don't mind?
No, I'll hold it.
Okay. I don't hate myself. But I think it's awfully convenient that you use other people's, shame and guilt and self-hatred and the demons and evil spirits.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
That's the reason why people commit suicide. That takes responsibility for your words and your actions causing someone else to hurt themselves. How convenient and how blessed you are to not take any responsibility with your actions.
I don't fully understand what you're saying.
Don't worry, mate. We ain't got a flipping clue what he was on about either. He really thought he said something, but he really was just waffling.
Touch me. This is the only tactic they have. This is the group that's saying that we're Christian. Please don't touch me.
Get the f back. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Please do not touch me.
Stop it. Get some help.
Allow somebody like Anthony Joshua to box in women's boxing in a year's time if he had the treatment.
If he was in a women's size weight category, yes, I would.
You would let Floyd Mayweather, who is pound for pound the most successful boxer in male history, in a year's time compete at the same weight against women.
Yeah, if there's a weight category.
This is nonsense. I'm sorry. How could you possibly countenance putting Floyd Mayweather, the most dangerous boxer pound for pound, arguably in the history of boxing, into a ring with women born to female bodies? This is where the argument becomes utterly ridiculous. It's not transphobic to say so. Common sense.
When these people go home, do they truly believe what they're saying? When they're behind closed doors, do they think, do you know what, I was speaking the truth there? Surely not. AJ is like 6'2", 3", something like that. He's like 18, 19 stone. He boxes in 10-ounce gloves, which the padding is like that off the knuckle. Most blokes wouldn't be able to take a punch from him, let alone women out there. What this woman is saying is she is promoting a death wish, really.
You heard about my ex-boyfriend, right? 50 Cent and his support of Donald Trump.
Yeah, what's going on between you? I saw your tweets and I go, wait, what's happening? Because you said he was your favorite ex-boyfriend and then what does he do? He's supporting Trump?
He says he doesn't want to pay 62% of taxes, which, by the way, isn't a plan of Joe Biden's. That's a lie. So he doesn't want to pay 62% of taxes because he doesn't want to go from being 50 cent to 20 cent. And I had to remind him that he was a black person.
What did that just mean?
So he can't vote for Donald Trump, and that he shouldn't be influencing an entire swath of people who may listen to him because he's worried about his own personal pocketbook. So I haven't heard back from him yet, but I am willing to, seal the deal in more ways than one if he changes his mind and publicly denounces Donald Trump. I might be willing to go for another spin, if you know what I'm talking about.
Sounds like to me she's saying 50 ain't smart enough to make his own decisions. I mean, look at the guy. I think he's pretty successful and he's definitely a smart guy for sure. He's not only a super successful rapper, he's a very successful businessman. And you being black, white, whatever, it's got nothing to do with it. People should vote for who they want to vote for.
What gives you the credential to talk about this as a cis straight male?
Hold on, you can't assume my gender.
But am I wrong?
Yeah, you're wrong.
Okay, but you're still a cis male.
How do you know that, though?
Got him!
Because I look like one, right?
No, because...
Then why?
Because trans people are not going to fight against trans.
I know, and this isn't against trans people.
No, it is.
This?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's against letting kids who can't actually consent to something so extreme make these life-changing decisions.
That was easy.
Eleazar is a good friend of mine. He's too smart for these people. He's playing them at a game of chess and he's winning every move. And he just beat these lot with their own logic. He's just asking them for common sense and they ain't giving it back.
A lot of people were asking in the comments of my last couple of videos about my anchor charts. So here you can see a couple of other anchor charts that I have about my pronouns. It says, my name is Mixed Cocktail. My pronouns are Z, Zem, Zir, and Zirs. Mixed C is my teacher. Z is multilingual. Students practice and speak Spanish with Zem. Zir hobby is learning languages.
All this stuff on that board and what she's saying just sounds like that Ace Ventura scene.
Did you know that queer and trans people actually experience time completely differently to cishet people? It's a concept called queer temporality, and it basically has to do with the fact that historically, as queer and trans people, our lives have started much later, and for a whole bunch of reasons, ended earlier than our cishet counterparts.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit.
So as a result, our experience of time is compressed. It also has to do with the fact that those milestones that we've been socialized to use to mark the passage of time, so things like marriage or having children or, working, retiring, inheritance, things like that, haven't been accessible to us. And that linear timeline has a name, heterochronology. And as queer and trans people, our experience of time often sits outside that.
I'm speechless, so I don't know what to say.
Hey, I know what time is, and it's time for you to get down the asylum, mate. They're just adding things onto the made-up list and demand you believe it. I think those COVID lockdowns really did give some people a lot of time to just make up a load of shite.
If I open this book on YouTube, the stream will get taken down.
Okay.
Did you ever read this book? This book is in middle schools in Florida. Ron DeSantis had it removed. That's one simple policy he did. That's very good. You've never seen this book?
I've heard about it.
Have you ever looked inside of it?
No, but I mean, I don't believe in censorship.
If I show you a picture of a job, would you be offended?
I mean...
Can I show you a picture of a job on camera?
I wouldn't be offended.
I'm looking at this right now. I can't even hold it up because I can't point it at the camera. And I don't understand why school children should be taught how to perform jobs for an auto-androphile.
I don't believe they're being taught that.
You asked me what Ron DeSantis did that I liked.
That he banned genderqueer?
That he's removing pornographic and kink books from middle schools is a very, very good one. And I would.
Well, for me, my politics are a little broader than that, Tim, I gotta say.
So if your argument to me is that I or anyone else should support your politics because you want to show jobs to children, you're going to lose.
Well, I don't think that is a policy done by teachers in this country. I think that this
book was in schools in Florida,
which is why... There are a ton of books that are in a ton of schools. I don't believe in censorship. That's not my bag, buddy.
So you think children should have Playboy?
I don't really think so, no.
It's an evil world we live in.
This topic should be indefensible for anyone. How can you agree that that book should be in schools? Or anywhere for that matter? She's not concerned one bit. She just thought it was a joke. She was laughing throughout this. And these are the same people that allow kids to read these books. But if you go to a school board meeting, you're not allowed to read it. Make that make sense.
Hey guys. One of the things I am most appreciative of is the amount of freedom I have now through makeup and clothes to just express myself. When I was a man, there really wasn't that much that I could do. And I feel like now with the makeup and the outfits, there's just so many more ways I can express myself and the makeup I can do. And I just really enjoy it. So if you have any makeup or fashion and style tips, please send them my way. And I'll do the same for you. Bye guys.
Stop it. Get some help.
Charlie Kirk believes that TikTok is turning children trans.
This is Chloe Cole. She's a detransitioner.
In my experience, I learned about transgenderism through the internet at roughly about the age of 11 or 12. And I mean, it captivated me. I had body image issues, and it felt like I found the explanation for as to why I felt so different from the women around me. This has left permanent effects on my body. I might not be able to have children. I don't have my breasts anymore. I have complications from the blockers, the testosterone, and the surgery.
That's
3 years after I've stopped taking all of them.
I'm very suspicious about, okay, But I understand.
Calling her a liar?
No, but I am saying that I'm pretty sure a mastectomy, that's not in the trans guidelines of how people should transition.
Oh, it is.
No, it's 100%. Look at
It's in the WPATH guidelines.
WPATH guidelines that came out last
They've been lowering the age guidelines for years.
That guy just got hit with the Uno reverse card. He didn't even know what to say. Even though she said, look, I've been through it, it's this, this, and this, I've done it all. He still wasn't taking that for an answer. He still wasn't believing it. If they ain't going to listen to her, then who the hell are they going to listen to?
So you would agree that telling a boy that he's a girl is a lie?
No, but if that boy says that they're a girl, then I'm going to believe that child. The way that you and I see gender perception is totally different, because I understand
Gender's not real.
Absolutely, gender's not fucking real, dude. So if somebody says that they believe that they
Sex is real, though.
What?
Sex is real.
Sex is also a subjective perspective on how you want it.
So you don't believe in biology either?
I do believe in biology. I understand X and X. I understand. I've taken biology classes. I
So you should
understand how
know.
it works. When you look at different species of this planet, right? They come in all sorts of different sexual forms, right? Whether it's they're able to reproduce themselves, whether
that's not possible.
Yes,
Where?
it is.
Where?
Frogs do that. They can change sexes.
Okay, I'm talking about humans.
Okay, well, when it comes to humans, sex is still a weird thing, because you can have people with XX, right, as opposed to XY, and still be perceived as masculine, right?
Well, I'm out, guys. If this is what's cool now, I think I'm done. I no longer have any connection to this world. I'm gonna go home and kill myself. Goodbye, friends.
The laser's trying to talk to him about humans, and this guy's talking about flipping frogs, mate. We need to check this guy's laptop ASAP. And he said he took biology. Well, he must have failed that class then. So pretty much what he's saying, in his world, he gives authority to a child to say who they are and what they are. And he's just going to be like, yeah, that's cool, no worries.
Can you define what it means to be a woman? Can you define woman?
A woman is... What to define to be a woman? These are great questions, actually.
Would you define yourself as a woman?
I would.
Okay. So what about you makes...
My physical anatomy.
Okay. So your physical anatomy makes you a woman?
Yes.
I'm out of here.